and welcome live inside Thornton Gym at Aurora University on this first night of December 2015. This is AU Spartan Radio of AU Spartan Media for AU Athletics, bringing you our first broadcast of the 2015 season, but the fourth contest of the year for your Aurora University Spartans against conference rival Concordia University of Chicago. I'm Robert Zaglinski, pleased to be joined by my always willing partner, AJ Fabers.
How we doing?
After a shocking defeat in last year's NAC championship game where they also lost some good senior leadership, the Spartans have wasted no time and shown plenty of motivation for redemption in 2015 season, getting off to a hot 3-0 start. Averaging a blistering 100 points per game, the Spartans' fast-paced and high-energy offense has proven to be quite the obstacle for opposing teams. Shooting above 45% from three-point range, getting to the line 23 times a game, as well as averaging 16 assists, all combined into a very efficient and explosive offense for Aurora. The Spartans haven't blown anyone out of the water yet, but they have faced some stiff competition, including a tough win over North Central College 95-92 this past Saturday at home. AJ, who have been the keys and playmakers for the Spartan attack, and who are the guys in general that will have to keep it going all season long as we broadcast games here?
Well, first off, I'd like to say it's a pleasure to be here with you, Robert, once again. Doing
as always, thank you. You're so nice.
Broadcasting the games. You know, we had a great football season. I'm excited for basketball. You mentioned who's going to be a key player. It's got to be their star guard, Tyler Hall. He leads the team in scoring and shooting an outstanding 80% from behind the arc. So this guy is a guard who knows how to shoot the three-point game, as you were already talking about.
So he's basically Steph Curry at Aurora.
It's extremely early in the season. It's 3 games deep, but we'll see. He's got potential. Shooting 80% behind the line. Whenever anyone's shooting 80% behind the line, it deserves a look. I wouldn't call him Steph just yet, but we'll see.
Anybody else inside? Anybody else depth-wise? Tyler Hall, the point guard, obviously. Anybody else?
Inside, Calvin Stokes, he led the team in scoring last game with an outstanding 28 points, 10 of 16 from the field, so he's very efficient down low. He's a forward, so he's a big man getting down low and getting those baskets where it counts.
In basketball especially, how important is a system and culture in place set aside by Coach Lancaster for these Spartans that seems so in tune regardless of roster turnover? How important is this chemistry that they've built?
It's going to be very important for them to build a chemistry early here. You just got off to a great start, so I'm sure nothing but happiness in the locker room and positive thoughts going forward. But you know, it's a long season, and there's going to be some lows and there's going to be some highs. So them staying together as a team and building that chemistry early is going to be real key for them. Hopefully they can get out to a nice 4-0 start. I'm sure they would all be happy to get out to such a start.
Now the Spartans aren't the biggest team. And when you aren't the biggest team, what are things that you have to do to sort of maximize your roster? We sort of talked about rather what they have been doing, but detail that a little bit.
You know what? I think it's going to have to do with depth. I mean, everyone's stepping up, next man up kind of mentality where if one guy's, not shooting well one night, the next guy just has to step up. And we've seen the Spartans shoot very well in the early going. So look for them to be they're a very efficient team in their field goal percentage and their three-point percentage. So I think efficiency just throughout the whole lineup and the depth in general is what's going to take them to the next level.
All right, well, we're just about a minute and a half away from tip-off here. National Anthem should be coming up soon. In any event, shoot-arounds wrapping up. Is there a theme of redemption? Is there for returning seniors? The Spartans do have a few returning seniors. Calvin Stokes, Tyler Hall. Is there an extra motivation for them after losing a conference championship game that they were heavily favored in?
Absolutely there is. I mean, coming back this season, last season doesn't matter, but don't think it's not in the back of their heads. I mean, like I said, we're still early here, 3 games deep, and I'm sure these seniors aren't content with what they've been able to do. They know that they need to play well when it matters, and getting off to a great start is where it matters, but continuing that throughout the season is where it really matters.
This is AU Spartan Radio of AU Spartan Media for AU Athletics. Robert Zaglinski here with my partner AJ Fabers at Thornton Gym of this NAC Intercollegiate Conference matchup between your Aurora University Spartans and the Concordia University Chicago Cougars. 25 seconds from tip-off of the first half here. 25 seconds from tip-off, rather 20 seconds now. Shoot-arounds wrapping up, National Anthem coming up. And you get to watch your exciting Spartans coming up now. Opening buzzer sounds. And for Tuesday night, the crowd certainly seems to be buzzing, coming in for a quality. I guess that's what a quality basketball team can do.
I'm very impressed with the turnout today. Stands packed on both sides, so there's not really. It doesn't seem like there's really a home or away side. I mean, it seems to be evenly distributed throughout. I see lots of blue. So now we're just meeting the Cougars as they go through their starting lineup.
As we meet the Cougars through their starting lineup, is there an the Cougars, by any measure, are probably also, by any measure, are the underdog tonight. What kind of mentality does Coach Lancaster try to instill as the Spartans go through their introduction? What kind of mentality does he try to instill in his team to not lay back?
Exactly. You can't lay back. You can't give them anything. I mean, we see it in Golden State being undefeated. They're not laying back for anybody, no matter what the record is. They want to set a statement to the league. And so you'd assume it's a similar mentality here where it doesn't matter who they're playing. I mean, they haven't proven themselves to be some kind of legacy yet, so they want to definitely establish themselves as a team to be reckoned with. It doesn't matter who you're playing. So as they take on the Cougars here today, the Cougars are the underdog, but you see the Spartans come out ready to attack.
Starting lineup introductions just about wrapping up here. Your Concordia Chicago starters. Number 1, Kylan Anderson. Number 10, Mitch Pusher. Number 15, Darius Blackwell. Number 32, Justin Sarr. And number 15, Chris Claybon. Your Spartan starters as they gather on their side of the court. Number 4, Tyler Hall. Number 10, Nick Gladys, 2 seniors. Number 13, Jolan Griffin, junior transfer. Number 15, Josh Lynn, another junior transfer forward. Number 23, Calvin Stokes, anchoring the middle, the seniors. Spartans ready to go, as are we. Handshakes, pleasantries. Hopefully that lasts. Hopefully the pleasant feelings last.
Yeah, the Spartans forward, Josh Lynn, number 15. I've actually played with him in Export, and he's not a guy you want to be guarding against, man. He is lethal. He is out there to kill. So you can see his game face too right now. He's all serious right now, all business.
Stokes on the tip. Hall gets the board, and we're off. Hall driving to the lane. What a foul.
Well, how quick can you get 2 points? As he goes to the line to take 2 here.
Rather no foul. Excellent defense there by Anderson on Hall. Hall inbound. Hall looking, has Cladis. Cladis to Lynn. Lynn pump. Stripped. This time there is. And Lynn will head to the line.
That's a foul and a half right there. Not to the line rather, but inbound.
Oh, inbound, excuse me. I'm rusty.
Yeah, I understand. Just a loose ball foul there. Rather, non-shooting foul.
Hall. Back to Lynn. To Cladis. Nice ball moving here for the Spartans. Hall raises up. Got it.
Bang.
Good three.
We talked about the Spartans hitting threes, and now they're 1 for 1. Very efficient.
Anderson, the Cougars, brings it up. Nice ball movement there to Blackwell. Back to Doge. To Plischer. Plischer nails it in himself. Back. Matching threes by Spartans and Cougars.
Pair of threes.
Gladys to Hall. Hall driving all the offensive Spartans. Pulls up. Got it. Tyler Hall showing no signs of wear.
And if it's not broke, don't fix it. And expect them to go back to him again. He's out the hot hand early.
Shots up. No good at that time. Spartans bring it up quickly up the court. Griffin will let Hall reset. Hall drives, layup, got it home. And 7 points in less than 2 minutes.
And that says it all right there, doesn't it?
Anderson pulls up a heat check 3, and we got a barn burner in the early goings here. Gladys as Cougars import the full court press. Hall defended by Sar. Trying to create a move, and will be a foul on the floor.
Well, they've learned their lesson, right? Don't let him get a shot off clean. They'd rather see him inbound the ball than to be going to the paint clean without a check. He's got all the points for the Spartans so far.
Inbound in to Griffin from Hall. Kalman trying to set a pick. Kalman raises up for his own 3, and that one's off the mark. Not much offense, or not much ball movement there. Anderson with another heat check. Oh, that one rammed in and out. And Lynn got the board and was in a loose ball foul on the Cougars again. That one on Justin Sar, his second personal foul.
You're going to see an early change here for the Cougars. That's Cameron Maxwell checking in.
Forward up to Lynn, Gladys, to Griffin, to Hall. Full court press, not really bothering the response here. Stokes gets it in the post, folks, goes up, got it.
But there he is. We talked about it before the game to get big man down low. He's a scorer.
Lynn with the steal, but he can't corral it. Nice defense there by Lynn, but he couldn't finish the board. Inbound by Maxwell for the Cougars. The Cougars' possession. Down 9-6 with 17:30 to go here in the first half. Wisher takes it himself, spin move, back out, but a bad pass, and Hall going the other way. Drop pass, but a travel.
Yeah, got a little bit ahead of himself on that one. Picked up his pivot foot as he tried to make a hard stop. Tried to drop it off to Gladys.
Anderson, who has all the points so far for the Cougars. Passes it back out to Walker, who creates his own 3, and that one's off. Wasn't a bad shot, but he could have passed it out a little bit more. And another bad pass by Sparks from Griffin. And the Cougars still can't get one to fall. Anderson, the board, he finally has it.
2 for a bucket, and Plazer couldn't get either of them to go. Not going to get many open looks like that.
Offensive rebounding. Stokes the other way, throws it down. Calvin Stokes.
That's ridiculous.
Calvin Stokes getting Thornton Jim. Rowdy. And the Cougars respond with the hook of Kalman. Kalman's definitely looking on to put out his show. Griffin, a travel themselves. We've got to. I can barely hear myself think.
That was Lynn, by the way. Lynn,
excuse me.
Josh Lynn. He was so high up in the rafters we couldn't get his number.
Anderson, doubled. Pass nice in the post, but he can't get it to go. Blackwell and Cladis hit it as I was going out of bounds. Rather, no, it's Cladis hit it as I was going out of bounds. Cougar ball.
And that's the star power. It's nothing you can measure. It's not in the stat sheet how high he jumped to go up to dunk that ball. That's just something that gives you momentum, especially at the collegiate level. You see the crowd going crazy as soon as he threw that one down. Man, did he get help.
Knocked away by Hall. Running the inbound. 29 seconds still on the shot clock, though, so plenty of time. Number 25, LaRon Wade did sub in for Blackwell in previous possession. 13, Walmer also subbing out for the Cougars. as Maxwell checks in
Spartans like their lineup. They're not going to change anything.
Anderson with another heat check. He's feeling it. That's his fourth three. Or rather, third three, excuse me. Lynn trying to create off the dribble to Cladis in the corner. Cladis got it. That's his game, the three-point shooter. Can't leave him open there. And a reach foul there on Griffin on Anderson. On the floor though. And just the first team foul, so Spartans still in good shape. Of 14-13.
Quincy Jackson checking in the game for Javon Griffin of the Spartans.
And a foul there on Quincy Jackson. Rather offensive foul, I believe. On Pelisher, his second turnover as well. Castor checks in for Pelisher as Cladis, as the Cougars still trying to employ the full court press, trying to discombobulate the Spartans. Legrone, who choked into the Spartans. Stokes for three. And he does it all, folks.
So we talked about him scoring inside. How about a little bit of scoring outside? He hit that jumper from the outside corner.
And a line drive is off the mark for the Cougars. Lynn going the other way to Cladis in the corner off the dribble. Back to Hall. Hall sets up. Off the rim too much. And the Cougars fast-paced the other way. Castor will reset to Wade. Back to Maxwell, off the mark.
Not a good shot. Not a good shot at all. Rush three with a hand in your face.
Hall going quickly the other way to Lynn, drives, layup, got it. Ooh.
And you know how badly he wanted to dunk that one as well. Defender coming in just in the nick of time to make him lay it up with the right hand.
Anderson, who is most of the offense here for the Cougars in the area, down 19-13, trying to create a foul on Kalman as Anderson passed into the post to Claybon, denying him the entry. Phil Schutz and Ty Carlson will check in for the Spartans in the first timeout by the Cougars. Spartans up 19-13 with 14:21 to go here in the first half. A fast-paced game to say the least, at least for Harper's broadcast.
Oh yeah.
At least for Harper's broadcast. Things you've noted so far. The balance of the Spartans.
I was just going to say balance. I mean, you saw them spread the ball early. Hall got off to a really good start, but it wasn't Hall throughout that stretch right there. They distributed the ball. Stokes got involved. Lynn got involved. Griffin got involved. They all really got involved, and that's what's going to take them to the next level.
Stokes was a thundering dunk, but Anderson for the Cougars responding with several of his own threes. And while the Spartans have a 6-point lead, it isn't by any means. It isn't by any means a huge margin. Inbound into Anderson and a turnover and illegal picks. An illegal picks up by Wade. Chris Fish also checks in, the senior for the Spartans. The Spartans going with what in essence is a line change. Their second unit other than Tyler Hall, sort of anchored that unit. Hall setting up for three, off the mark, rebounded by Carlson. Carlson goes up. He can't get it to go either. Anderson trying to drive. Loses the ball, flails it. Legrone going the other way. Has Hall with him. Leaves it short. Board up to Frisch. Frisch has it.
That's hustle right there. 5 white jerseys. Not many Cougars getting back on defense on the breakaway right there. Hall had a man open behind him as well. Decided to take it himself, but 5 jerseys right there to clean that one up. That was anyone's basket.
Anderson, who's done it all for the Cougars, that one can't get it to go either. Hope, Spartans wasting no time. Frisch in the post, foul, and he'll head to the line.
That's how you do it right there. Got inside position on a smaller man. Just go ahead and go up. Really going to put it in or get fouled.
Tyler Hall pushing the pace, making three-pointers, setting the tone defensively. The senior guard is leaving no stone unturned, to say the least.
No stone unturned, huh?
Frisch, there's first shot. Knocks it through, and that was an issue for the Spartans in the NAC championship game last year, missing free throws. It's certainly a point of emphasis for Coach Lancaster.
And so far, so good, huh?
So far, so good. They're shooting 80% in their first 3 games, and their first attempt today also good. Frisch looking to make it 2 for 2. And making a 10-point lead, and he knocks in both. 23-13 Spartans with 13:24 to go in the first half. Pelisher checks back in to Saar, to Maxwell, back to Pelisher. Pelisher to Walmer. Walmer drives to Saar, who lines up a line drive 3. That one is short. McGrow to Schutz. Lane, good. Spartan setting the tone and a steal. Quincy Jackson goes the other way, but he's fouled.
That's a pickpocket right there.
Quincy Jackson lingering in the shadows. And he'll shoot 2. So while the Cougars are trying to have their own aggressive model going the full court press, it's the Spartans who are setting the tone, running out on break, jumping into passing lanes. Can the Cougars continue to match this intensity?
That's the question we're going to have to see. I mean, you see Spartans getting out early in the fast break. Apparently they like to run, especially against this Cougars team. Cougars unable to keep up thus far.
Jackson makes both. Wade, who checks back in for the Cougars. To Pelisher. Pelisher drives. Wade in the corner. And another line drive 3. Just can't get it to go. Cougars forcing up a lot of forced offense. Wade saves it. And travel.
Yeah, they got
Caster. Spartans defense all over the Cougars, and they can't even get a set shot off.
Well, you see them leaving them open at the three-point line. The Spartans have no problem leaving the Cougars open behind the arc. Cougars have not proven so far that they can hit that, so they're going to go ahead and give them that shot every time.
LeGrone for the Spartans to Jackson. Jackson drives, loses the ball, but also recovers. Frisch in the corner himself, too much. Jackson showing a lot of tenacity. Maxwell driving himself, blocked.
That's a foul. Foul number 5, Caster of the Cougars. Frustration foul, maybe.
It's the 9th foul on the Cougars this half.
Wow, and with that, they're going to go ahead and take out Caster.
Schutz his second board. Caster with 2 personal fouls will come out, and it's been an issue early on for the Cougars. Schutz makes the first, has a chance at the second. Number 11, Jeremy Williams will check in for Caster. Schutz. And Pelisher will take it up to Wade. Pelisher trying to get something going here for the Cougars. Paulson on the ball. Wade. To Maxwell. Or Walmer, rather. And we'll have a reach-in foul there on McGrone. Defending Anderson, not trying to deny him the ball. Officials certainly calling the game tight on both sides. Wade inbound, Frisch defending. Anderson,
they're going to live with that shot all day.
That seems to Walmer on the board, and he'll head to the line. While the Cougars will get the first free throw attempts of the day, that seems to be their offense. Just try to get Anderson whatever kind of 3 he can make, and If it goes in, it goes in. It's not exactly the most efficient offense.
Yeah, they might want to think about going inside. Like you said, the referees are calling it pretty tight. This game already off to 13 fouls real early, not even halfway through this first half. So maybe going inside is where the Cougars might find a little bit more success versus jacking up those threes.
Walmer made the first. Trying to cash in on the second, trying to cut into a 15-point Spartans lead with 11:38 to go. This is A Spartan Radio of A Spartan Media for 8 Athletics. Can't get the second one to go. Roberts goes to my partner AJ Favors. Here at Thornton Gym, Spartans lead 29-14, 11:20 to go here in the 11:30 to go in the first half. Over the Concordia Cougars in the fourth match of the NAC season. Shuts in the corner. In and out. Frisch trying to get the board. And the Spartans winning all the loose balls, AJ.
Yeah, they're going to go ahead and restart this. No need to rush when you're up by 15 points.
Carlson trying to create. LeGrone set it up himself and knocks it in. Spartans unconscious behind the three-point line.
I was going to say, you don't want to shoot a contested three when you set it up like that, but if you're going to go ahead and make it, more power to you.
Anderson again, he just keep chucking him. They got the board.
Gotta be over the back.
And a loose ball foul there on the Spartans.
That one's on Frisch.
Frisch just his first. So as we said, some kind of inside effort or trying to get to the line, put the Spartans in foul trouble might be the best issue here for the Cougars. Wade to inbound. Out to Williams. To Polisher. Carlson on ball. Shuts now defending. Wade still in the corner.
Nothing but one-on-one ball.
Not much flow to the offense, and Carlson running out. Shuts. That's double.
Oh, way all over him. Kidding me?
And a reach-in foul there on the Cougars. Wade and Pellister over-aggressive on shots, and he'll head to the line.
Yeah, that's an easy call for the referee on that one.
If you're the Cougars, I mean, at this point you can't really help yourself given how many team fouls you have, but you think you'd want to not, basically, as shots misses the first, you think you'd not want to make any kind of contact, and basically, because any foul is now automatically to the line.
They're in a hard predicament right now because the Spartans are red hot shooting all over the court, so I understand where they're coming from playing aggressive, but at this point with 10 fouls, you want to lay off. Spartans have proved that they're going to make these free throws.
Schutz knocks in the second as Claybon checks in for the Cougars as Wade subs out. Ball knocked away, 3-on-0 for the Spartans. Schutz going in, tries to jam it off the rim, but he's fouled. Couldn't get that one to go. Trying to match his buddy Calvin Stokes.
Yeah, he had his guard and Quincy Jackson open as well on that breakaway. He says, no, I'm going to take it for myself. Let me make a poster. Didn't work out, but he found himself at the free throw line, taking two.
Schutz with his third trip to the line. He'll knock it in again.
In other words, when he's at half court, he knows he's dunking that ball. He goes, I'm going to dunk it.
It's not a selfish thing. It's just a fun thing, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, to put him up by 20 points on it, they've dumped him up by 21, so he might as well do it in style, right?
Schutz knocks in both. 7 points.
It's just a lot of one-on-one ball.
Walmer, the Cougars trying to create something. And we'll have a foul on Griffin fighting for the loose ball with Walmer.
Cougars just now finding themselves in the bonus with that Griffin foul.
Trying to create, and it's been all him, Walmer. A lot of just kick and drive for the Cougars, and another missed shot. And Spartans quickly out in transition. Griffin dropped to Frisch. Time.
That no-look
Griffin dropping it off for Chris Frisch.
No-look flash. Dropped that one off and said, what do they sell at concessions?
Trying to create himself, and another one to go. Rebound Walmer, and that's the first point for the Cougars in over 4 minutes.
They've stopped the bleeding, but the blood is still flowing, I'll tell you.
37-16 lead for the Spartans as the Cougars scored their first point in a little over 4 minutes. Carlson alone in the corner, line drive, got it, Ty Carlson. Everybody's getting involved. 40-16 And a drive there by Claybon. A rare back-to-back basket for the Cougars. Almost a turnover there by LeGrone. LeGrone will take his own three. Spartans just got enough.
Can't miss, man. And now I understand why they were shooting over 45% from three coming into this game.
Pelisher drives and he'll head to the line of foul there on Carlson, and he knew it too. Spartans shooting over 66% from the field, a little over into the first half. Shooting 54.5 from three-point range,
I believe
10% above their average. While the Cougars are shooting just 30 as Pelisher attempts his first. That one will knock it. Cougars shooting just 30 from the field and only 21 from the three-point line. And they've attempted 3 more attempts from the line for the Spartans.
So with that nice run by the second group, the starters come back out for the Spartans. All 5 of them.
It just seems like the Cougars may not have the horses enough to be able to deal with the Spartans' depth, and that's something that may be a theme ongoing all season long, AJ.
Well, right now, looking at the starters coming back in, you want to see them keep up this intensity. You don't want to see them take the foot off the pedal, if you will. It's something to build towards the season. Not letting off the pedal and not stop playing. So
well, you have to mention not coming off the pedal as Pelisher only makes 1 of 2. Spartans have led the game for 10:31. Cougars 18 seconds.
Yeah, and that must have been real early.
Gladys for 3, another one. Rebound, Stokes again, and a foul, and the Spartans winning every single loose ball.
Yep.
Every shot seems to be going in. I mean, they look like a well-oiled machine right now.
What is that, 3 rebounds in that one play right there from Stokes? Stokes is like, let me get my rebounds up. Brick, rebound, rebound.
Stokes gets the first to go. 44-19 Spartans lead. Pending the second shot for Calvin Stokes. 8:20 to go here in the first half. AU Spartan Radio of AU Spartan Media for AU Athletics. Calvin Stokes misses the second, 1 of 2. I'm Robert Jaguar, my partner AJ Fabris, as the Spartans hold a 25-point lead over the rival Cougars here at Thornton Gym. Nice drop-off pass there from Blackwell to Claybon. Cougars starting to get some kind of rhythm, but it might have been too little too late. And a bad pass there from Dunn to Hall.
That's the first mistake we've seen them make here in the past 7 or 8 minutes. I mean, other than that, they've been really good with ball security.
Honestly,
and
it's pretty
playing
shocking when they make a mistake.
Right.
Anderson doubled. Out to Pelisher. To Wade. Pelisher spots up.
Real deep.
Got it. His own heat check shot. Little ball movement there, and you get some good offense. Not a coincidence.
That's the only thing they're getting is these deep threes. Other than that,
Hall passes it into the post to Kelman. Easy.
that went into Stokes, rather.
Done. A foul on Anderson. Anderson head to the line. Jackson will sub in for Dunn after a short stint. Walmer checks in for the Cougars as Claybon and Pelisher check sub out.
So now with the Cougars in the bonus, you're going to see the bleeding stop a little bit. They're going to get to the free throw line a lot more.
Anderson makes the first. I think the Spartans recognized early that it was going to be a tightly called game as Anderson can't get the first to go. Quickly out to Lynn, while the Cougars were sort of settling for those three-point shots and still are to an extent. Jackson. Gladys. To Lynn. Stokes. Everybody touching the ball on Spartans offense. Gladys. Ooh, can't get it to go. Steal, Jackson. Aggressiveness by Jackson. That's his second steal. He's been all over defending. He's been all over opposing offensive players.
He's just hungry, real hungry. He's not going to let off the pedal, if you will. I got ahead of my words there.
Anderson. And a heat check from the zone. I mean, they're going to go in. Why not? And the Spartans lead down to 20.
We knew we would see him make a couple of these
Jackson,
shots.
that turnover, quickly out to Anderson. Anderson layup. Spartans lead down to 18. Cougars offense coming back in.
Anderson, a real talented player. We knew that he was going to get going. It was only a matter of time.
14 points for Kylan Anderson. Hall behind the back. Stokes. A dime from Tyler Hall to set up Stokes. As the senior duo.
And the height advantage is there for Stokes, especially behind the line. He's going to get
Anderson. Back and forth we go.
That's a foul.
But a foul on Wade. 13 points for Calvin Stokes. 16 points for Kylan Anderson. And despite the margin, we got a fun one. As Lynn is at the line. After the Wade second personal foul. Claybon will check in for Wade. Polisher will check in for Polisher and Claybon, will check in for Henderson, your hottest offensive player, as well as Blackwell.
If you're just tuning in right now, this man, the free throw line, Lynn, threw on a monster left-handed dunk, and ever since then, it's really been downhill, hasn't it, Robert? What do you mean?
It was Calvin that dunked it.
It was Griffin.
Okay. Oh!
Griffin, excuse me, I'm sorry. Griffin threw it down.
Hall, Gladys, back in the corner. The marksman, he's been a little off. Lynn, board, short. Maxwell going the other way quickly, has Polisher, spots up. Ooh. Cougars, for all the run they're trying to make, they got to start burying some more shots. Avon pestering.
And look at the timeout.
Pestering Lynn there in a timeout by Coach Lancaster. He doesn't like what he sees as the Cougars are gaining some kind of offensive rhythm and throwing the Spartans out of whack. So, Cougars on their own little run.
Yeah.
8-2. What's going right here?
Well, I told you just a couple of minutes ago, with them being in the bonus, it stops the Aurora momentum. It allows Concordia to get it to the free throw line a lot more often, slow things down, because they don't want to play at that fast pace that Aurora's been playing at. So with that, with slowing down the game and getting to the free throw line, that's how they're able to come back now. Now down by 19 is Concordia. They were down by 23 when I had said that statement. So, you know, like I said, the bleeding's not going to completely stop, but it has stopped just a little bit.
If you're Coach Lancaster, what are you telling your team right now?
Don't let up. Absolutely do not let up.
You might even be able to read his lips right now.
Yeah.
Don't let up.
Really?
You might even be able to read his lips right now. Don't let up.
Well, that's hysterical. I wasn't even looking at him.
This is AU Spartan Radio, all AU Spartan Media for AU Athletics. 5:17 to go here in the first half at Thornton Gym. Spartans facing off against the Concordia Chicago Cougars. I'm Robert Goes my partner AJ Favors, holding a 51-32 lead here with 5:17 to go.
So Concordia has 5 minutes and 17 seconds in the bonus to chip away at this lead before half. It's a 19-point lead.
Is it a win for the Cougars if they can get down to single digits? Is that something that they should really be aiming for?
I would say that's fair. I would say
19 points is probably too big a chunk for the rest of the half. Frisch will inbound to Jackson. As you have Frisch, Jackson, Hall, Gladys, and Stokes on the floor for the Spartans. Wade, Polisher, Walmer as Jackson drives, blocked by Claybon, a monster block. It'll stay Spartan ball.
That's mano
What a
a mano.
rejection.
Mano a mano right there going up. Strong to the basket. That's his man-on-man right there. Good block.
What a rejection by Claybon for the Cougars. As Jackson set up Frisch and very nicely, but he couldn't finish. Hall. On to Stokes. Jackson thought about it. Tries to drive. Has Frisch again. Claybon again, but that'll be called a foul. Claybon almost had himself another highlight reel block.
I'll tell you what. It was a close one. I think that Claiborne had got him again. Really similar to the last play. That's mano a mano going up. I think that could have been a block. Could have went either way. But nonetheless.
Spartans really trying to work it inside to Frisch, evidently, regardless. Frisch at the line. That's in the first one. He's perfect so far. 3 for 3. Regardless of what it seems, and regardless of the run that the Cougars have made offensively recently, it's clear the Spartans are more comfortable with their set offensive plays.
Oh yeah.
They went to the same exact play. They went to the same exact play right there.
There's nothing you want to touch, and especially you don't want him to wane on his confidence, not going back to him. So go ahead and let him go back. Let him find his niche.
Frisch makes both. A 3 laid up by Austin Walker, number 2, who checks in the first time for the Cougars. Gladys, the driving lane up and home. That's not normally what he does, the sharp shooting marksman. But Spartans lead back up above 20. Anderson, driving lane up, and he gets the friendly roll. Jackson, Stokes, Hall, Cougars defense getting lost, and Hall makes them pay.
Hall showing no signs of slowing down as we get towards the end of this first half here. Still hitting these threes.
Anderson, but a foul. And that'll be on Stokes. Anderson, for everything that he's had to do to carry offensively, it's impressive to say the least that he's still driving to the rack, still throwing up all the shots.
Well, he's known he's had to be the answer as every single time that Aurora gets out in transition, or maybe they hit an open 3. It's been Anderson, the man who really takes initiative to get to the basket, maybe get a free throw or two, in just going up. Like you said, it's a tight game, so why not try to get to the line? I mean, that's where they're going to stop the bleeding.
Anderson knocks in the first. Can't get the second one to go. Board by Claiborne. Oh, but the Spartans, nice defense there by Schutz to shut them out. Gladys had Frisch for a second, but he couldn't get it out to him. Schutz. We'll have a call on the floor, but as again, both teams are in the bonus. And Schutz will be at the line.
Seems he likes the free throw line. How many free throws?
Schutz with his, 7th free throw made.
I was going to say, it's got to be more than 6.
7th free throw made. Partial stoppage in play. Both teams starting lineups out there. As Blackwell will give it off to Walmer. Walmer to Anderson, who's done it all for the Cougars. But he turns it over that time. And Jackson will be alone this time. And he lays it in nicely, nice and cool.
He thought about a dunk on that.
Oh, tip back trying to go for the flashiest steal. Nice effort there. Inbound from Sart to Anderson. Double there, and we'll have a call on the floor. Again, teams in the bonus, and Anderson will head to the line. The pace of the early going sort of been slowing down, obviously with both teams above 10 fouls now. I'm not sure who this favors more, AJ.
What's that, the fouls?
No, not sure who this case of the game obviously favors Concordia more.
Yeah, the Cougars for sure.
Because the Spartans can't get into their game. Even if they basically have a 26-point lead, they can't extend that. And it allows the Cougars perhaps a chance to get back into it. As Anderson knocks in both.
The thing is, the Spartans are hitting their shots, and that's why Concordia can't seem to be catching up.
Jackson to Schutz, turns it over. Walmer Back the other way. Spartans getting nicely back in transition. Sorrow spot up himself. That one is off the mark. A little bit too strong. Jackson quickly up to Hall. Hall, nice behind the back to Irving, who checked in. How did he fit that pass in there?
He thread that pass right behind the back.
Behind the back in between two defenders, Tyler Hall is no stranger to putting on a show.
Well, who was that? Denzel Irving, stretching out his arms, showing out his length. Two defenders beside him, able to stretch his arms out and get that ball. Great pass from Hall.
Irving knocks in the first.
So Irving getting in on the free throw magic here.
Irving can't get the second to go. We'll have a loose ball foul there on Jackson. Pellisher will check in for Walmer. Jackson, his first personal foul, so he stayed disciplined defensively. 3:12 here to go in the first half. AU Spartan Radio of AU Spartan Media. For AU Athletics, Roberts goes with my partner AJ Favors here at Thornton Gym. Spartans lead 63-37 over the rival NAC Concordia Chicago Cougars. Tyler Hall, Calvin Stokes, of course, putting on a show. And Kylan Anderson leading the way for the Cougars. As Ty Carlson will check in for the senior class. Irving, Carlson, Hall, Schutz, and Jackson, the Spartans. Blackwell, Anderson, Saar, Claybon, and Pellisher for the Cougars. Here, the stretch run of the first half. Shoots to Hall. Hall to Jackson. Jackson brings it up. Jackson forces one pump. And a circus shot by Quincy Jackson. Everything's going in for the Spartans. Anderson the other way. Couldn't get that one to roll. And Hall throws that one away. Anderson to Pellisher. Woo. And is that a foul on a three?
Yeah, it's a foul on a three. That was Schutz trying to get back.
Schuitz trying to get back on defense and fouls Pellisher on a three-point attempt, so he'll have a decent enough chance to cut into this 26-point lead.
Yeah, his eyes got really wide on that one. He thought he had a monster block coming, but a foul, rather, from beyond the three-point line. So that's 3 shots coming the Cougars' way. And missing one does not help them here.
Pellisher can't get the first to go. 3-point is important here. Number 33, Max Vickers, the freshman, will check in for the Spartans.
Not just yet.
Not just yet, but he's set to. As Pellisher continues to try to cash in. We'll have a chance to at least have one more shot at this. Schuitz will come out. And the Spartans going with a younger lineup here. And Pellisher knocks in the second. A bad pass by Irving. Pellisher steps back behind the line, but he can't make him pay. Rebound Saar. Irving trying to make up for his mistake. Caught in the corner. Gets it out to Vickers, to Hall. Hall rolling through and as smooth as anybody can be and knocks that ball away.
Good hand,
He's not going to give any room up. He's not going to give any room up.
He's all about his fingertips. A little finger roll on this end and a little fingertip of the pass there on the other end. Guess he made a roll for himself. Only fingertips.
Pellisher
can't seem to get himself going. He'll take this, kick it.
Saar spotting up, and that one didn't hit the rim. Castro checks back in for the first time. Is over. That'll be Cougar ball. Rebound to Blackwell as Hall and Irving fall for it.
Cougars need to get back to the strike. They need to get back to the free throw line, slow this game down for the Spartans. keep that pressure up. The full court pressure is working. It is getting to these Aurora ball handlers.
Wade to Anderson.
You know Anderson's taking this.
Done by Carlson, 2 minutes to go.
Deep one.
You called it. Oh, but that one can't get it to go. Board by Blackwell, and he'll be at the line, so Cougars taking advantage at least on second chance opportunities. Still down 26, and really need to take some kind of measure of positivity going into the second half. Blackwell. Gets that one to go. Theme as Hall will be set to check out for Dunn. And LeGrone also checks in, so Spartans going with a youthful lineup here to sort of close out the first half. Theme of the first half, AJ.
Theme of the first, shooting. Absolutely great shooting from the Aurora Spartans. They're on fire, and it stayed consistent throughout. It wasn't just in the beginning, it was throughout the whole half. So just consistent shooting throughout.
Blackwell knocks in both. I think pushing the pace too, sort of.
And it's not just from one player. We're not being redundant and repeating the same names like the Cougars with Anderson taking up all these threes right here. It's really been good ball distribution throughout.
Irvin to Vickers. LeGrone to Carlson. And they can't. That one go. Irvin get the tip. Spartan Youth showing off too.
To be honest, I think that size might be playing a bigger factor than we're really taking it for. Spartans are a lot bigger than this Cougars team.
Polisher takes it in. Grow to Dunn. Press the needle to Carlson. And turnover off the leg of Carlson, trying to thread the needle to LeGrone in the corner. Anderson, as the Cougars keep their starters in. He'll try to create himself. Step back, turn away jumper, and while Anderson's been scoring, while hasn't been efficient, done the other way.
And one.
Oh, and one for freshman Dunn. Nice highlight reel play for him early in his career as well.
Now that's just going strong to the basket, getting contact, and getting up in the air. Once you get the contact, it's a free shot, basically. He knows that they're going to call a foul, so that's a free shot. He's able to finish.
Number 21, Michael Braxton will check in for the Spartans, freshman, as well. Polisher almost threw that one away.
He might have walked.
Recovered by Wade. Can't get it to go, though.
The shooting woes continue.
Keeps it going. LeGrone spin.
That's a block.
And a blocking foul. So who'll be at the line? It doesn't matter who's in. There is this aggressive mentality. Everybody's pushing the ball, regardless of your place on the team, regardless of your role on the team, and that's what's so impressive to watch. And they're not letting you. They're not letting up. They clearly have the advantage. They're clearly on some kind of different skill plane, and they're not letting you up. They respect. That's not a respect more than anything.
You haven't seen Braxton get too many playing minutes, but he just checked in the game recently. And as LeGrone was going to the hole on that one, looking for Braxton for a little alley-oop. He knows he could do it. I'm sure they practiced it in practice, and he's looking for him. It's just that killer mentality that all these guys have. It doesn't matter who's checking into the game. Each and every single guy is ready for the attack, and they're expecting the ball as well. I mean, not one guy is just holding on to it. I mean, you really have to be ready because these passes are coming from anywhere.
LeGrone makes both. 8 points for him. Polisher.
That's a foul.
He's fouled on the three. That's the second he's drawn on a three-point attempt. As Ty Carlson was on the foul there.
Polisher keeps on shooting it, finally gets rewarded, the three-point call. He'll go to the line for three. He hasn't really found his stroke yet, but
that's the third foul on Ty Carlson. Your backup power forward. 26.9 to go here in the first half. As Pellish will be at the line. AU Spartan Radio of AU Spartan Media for AU Athletics here at Thornton Gym. Roberts Guts with my partner AJ Favors. Spartans lead the Cougars 73-45 in this NAC matchup.
Like I said, Pellisher hasn't really found a stroke here, and neither has any Cougar. But if they can just take shots, smart shots, and make the Aurora defense adjust, they're going to find themselves at the free throw line. And these are easy free throws, as Pellisher comes off of a miss on that one. But this is really where they're gonna make their money tonight if they want to come back.
Pellisher can't get the second to go. These are 3 points that you would need, as you're saying, AJ.
Especially as the fouls restart in the second half, they're not going to be given this many opportunities at the free throw line. They should really be taking advantage here.
Pat Cramp checks in for the Spartans, so a really youthful lineup at this point. Done. For the Grown, the one senior veteran. The Spartans will run their offense for at least one more possession here. Create some kind of flow and the first half. Braxton sending a pick for the Grown. The Grown trying to create the three short. And that'll be out of bounds. 1.6 to go. Not sure if it's enough for a possession by Concordia from the other end. They're not going to take a timeout. Should just about do it for the first half. Unless they throw one up. Thrown up by Castor. Off the mark. Wouldn't have counted anyway. And that's an end to the first half. Spartans lead 73-46. All Aurora here over their conference rival here at Thornton Gym. This is AU Spartan Radio of AU Spartan Media for AU Athletics. Roberts goes to my partner AJ Favors. Quick, like a minute or two first half cap. And we're going to take about a 15-minute break.
You got it.
Obviously standouts, Tyler Hall, sort of setting the tone, your senior leader, 12 points, 6 assists, a steal, knocking away numerous balls, shooting 70% from the field. Calvin Stokes with 13 points. Numerous players within double digits, your starters. As a team, the Spartans shooting well over 55% from three-point land. In fact, if we go over there, they're shooting 60% from the field, 50% from three-point range.
I'll tell you what,
they just look unstoppable to say the least. I mean, what kind of analysis can we give?
That's a beautiful box score right there. The numbers filling out throughout the whole lineup there. And not only like at the NBA level, you see maybe 8 or 9, and you go, wow, that's a really deep team. No. You look at the lineup here, that's like 12 or 13 people getting involved, filling out the box score. So it's a little bit of both. You know, it's Aurora converting, playing really well, shooting outstanding, like you said, over 60% from the field, and Concordia unable to convert off turnovers and to really get themselves going at the free throw strike. So it's going to be interesting to see with the fouls resetting. They're not going to be at the free throw line as much. They're going to want to convert on the turnovers if they want a chance to get back in this ball game.
Cougars have only led for 18 seconds. Spartans almost led the entire first half. Youthful lineup checked in at the end, and we have the drums in the background, and my ears are killing me. We'll be back. We'll be back after this short break. Robert Jaguski, partner AJ Favors, AU Spartan Radio. All right, we're back here at Thornton Gym. This is AU Spartan Radio of AU Spartan Media for AU Athletics. I'm with my partner AJ Fabris for Warren University Spartans with them.
Fans pretty loud. Continue.
Your Warren University Spartans with a 73-46 lead over the Concordia Chicago Cougars, as we're just about set here to tip off the second half. Looks like guys are sort of tipping his hand for the Spartans there at the end, showing playing a lot of the youth. Probably something we're going to see here, development and growth in the second half. At least for those of us, we have the starters out there right now. Perhaps to set the tone, set the energy for the rest of the half. But it's something we'd like to see. Cougars trying to claw their way back in, shooting less than 30% and shooting 20% behind the three-point line. While the Spartans shot 50% from behind the three-point line in the yard and shot over 60% behind the line. Set the pace, set the energy, highlight players down at all times, goes rock and going. As Joe Von Griffin will set the offense for the Spartans.
And right now you see the starters back out there. I don't think Lancaster's the kind of coach that's going to bench them throughout the game. I think you're going to see the starters throughout.
Stokes ball movement. Spartans trying to set some kind of set play here. Stokes to Hall. Hall pulls up.
Pretty jumper.
Got it.
Elbow jumper. That's textbooks right there. Get to the elbow, raise up over your defender, and hit an elbow jumper right there. Good start for the Spartans.
14 points for Tyler Hall. Pallister trying to break down Cladis. Pass out to Blackwell. Blackwell. And a shooting foul. He'll get to the line. Nice play there from Pallister.
So it's pretty obvious now how the Cougars run their offense. It goes through Pallister or Anderson. They wait for them to create the play, and everyone else is kind of more of a role player in getting rebounds, following up, maybe receiving the pass like we just saw, and Pallister dropping that one off.
Blackwell to shoot two. As Concordia tries to crawl his way back into this game.
Not shooting the free throw well,
Misses
even coming out of the second half. Saw him struggle early last half.
Team as a whole, when you're not playing well offensively, these are free throws. Especially if it was a closer game, would come back and bite you. But if you're trying to come back, and Blackwell misses the second, that's brutal. As Griffin pushes quickly, lay in, not much resistance there.
Yeah, that's speed and agility.
Pass up Pallister to Anderson, who paced the Cougars in the first half with 16. Saar to Blackwell, and Blackwell draws second, so Cougars making a concerted effort to go inside here in the early going of the second half.
Blackwell back to the free throw line already. Maybe he'll find his rhythm going back. It's the free throw line for the second time here. Just over a minute played.
77-46 lead for the Spartans. A little over a minute into the second half. AU Spartan Radio, AU Spartan Media. For Athletics Drivers, with my partner AJ Fabris. Blackwell gets that one to go. Spartans certainly don't want to let up, as we noted. Want to keep all momentum going and off general offensive rhythm of understanding.
There you go. There's that rhythm. Maybe he's found it.
Blackwell makes both. Ooh, Griffin breaking down nicely. Hall pump. Oh, he had an open man to Stokes this time, but he gets him anyway. Griffin trying to create. Throws up a wild one. Stokes coming in the tip, but he can't corral it.
Good defense from the defender to cut him off on the baseline there. Nowhere to go for him. Had to throw up a wild shot.
That one away did Walmer, and Pallister did. Little give and go between the two and miscommunication. Hall. Trying to create. Break the full court press. Spin by Lynn. Can't get it to go. Rebound Hall. Hall puts
elbow
it up.
jumper.
Can't get that one to go either. Barnes is a little out of sorts here. Hasn't really come back to bite them yet. Pelisher spots up in the corner.
So maybe they can get him
5-0 for the Cougars.
Maybe Anderson and Pelisher can find some kind of connection here. Get one another going.
Gladys. Pass around the Hall. Hall driving, creates when he wants to score. There's not really going to be anyone that can stop him.
How comfortable does he seem with the ball? No matter if they're bringing double or just one-on-one defense, he seems real comfortable just getting to the basket whenever he wants and getting past these defenders.
Pelisher breaking down the other way to Blackwell. Sassar. Nice, better ball moving here for the Cougars, but they can't finish that one. Quickly out to Cladis. Cladis layup. Got it. Tyler Hall with a dime from beyond half court.
Cougars don't want to see the Aurora Spartans get back in their quick tempo offense and breakaways and getting the ball up court real fast. They're going to take a timeout wisely taken. We saw a breakaway layup right there to put the Spartans up by 30. They don't want to take any chances. They want to slow this game down as much as possible. Get their two-star players, who seem to be the only guys getting going, a little bit of rest here at the timeout and think of something quick.
We noted that the Cougars probably needed to have an inside effort. And that's what they're doing here, at least in the first few minutes. Spartans already with 2 personal fouls. We're barely in the second half.
Yeah, the thing is, there really is a noticeable size difference here, so the Cougars aren't really getting many breaks as far as offensive or defensive boards go, really. I mean, so that's why they've really had to check up these threes. They really, if they had got it going from beyond the arc, it wouldn't be a 30-point deficit right now. They've taken plenty of threes, they just haven't been able to hit, and they've gotten some open looks as well in their other players. Just they haven't been getting it going lately.
Cougars take a timeout, trying to cut back into the Spartans' 30-point lead. The Spartans building the rhythm, as we've said.
It seems the Cougars coach is only confident in the select few players right now, as Anderson and
the depth of the Spartans is really shining through.
Stays out there. Yes.
Is what you're saying.
Yeah, well, yeah, the Spartans will stick with their starting 5, but
it's clear they have a quality second unit as well.
Yeah. Saving it for later.
Pelisher out to Anderson, spots up, open look, got it, nails that one in.
And you'd imagine that's how the Cougars coach had drawn it up at that timeout too. That's the shot that they wanted to get coming out of that.
Jackson. It's a nice defensive first half. Trying to create
showing off handles.
We'll set up for the Spartans. Out to Lynn pump, drive. Nice move for the big man. Impressive temperament for the Spartans to keep going 100%, really. Walmer all the way in, out of control, rebound. Blackwell has been all over here in the early goings. Boom! By Stokes. Got a quick one the other way. Lynn, can he find Hall? Hall. Jackson corrals it, somehow keeps it in bounds. Nice balance.
And they'll restart their offense. Very nice.
Chemistry by the Spartans. Jackson spots up himself. Can't get that one to go.
They're looking for Anderson. He's going to go ahead and
Anderson takes it. That one's short, though. Perhaps a little tired jumper, tired legs. Stokes. Jackson. All the way into the lane. Throws it off the glass, but too much.
Bit strong. Good move, though, to tuck the ball and go. Get the split 2 defenders, get to the lane.
Has a man open himself. The finger roll. Concordio. Some kind of a move. Moves it up quickly to Lynn. Not going to go away from that full court press. And a steal.
Sloppy offense here. Can't be sloppy.
Walmer to Pelisher. Pelisher. Got it. 24-point lead for the Spartans. 6:01. Almost stolen by Pelisher. Hall trying to take it back. Stolen again. Pelisher quickly out the other way. Hall trying to make a play and one. Tyler Hall with a bad reaching at the worst time.
Pelisher the Punisher. Out to a great start. 8-0 run, like you said, all points from Pelisher. And Pelisher goes to the line to make it 9. to attempt to make it 9 here. Almost cut that 30-point deficit down to 20. Currently sits
Coach
at
Lancaster clearly
22.
not happy. You mentioned it. Sloppy offense really just killing the Spartans. That little stretch right there.
Yeah, well, they're being real stagnant. They do have the lead, so they're trying to kill a little bit, as much time as possible, but the ball is really stagnant. The ball needs to move. You can't waste your time dribbling. We saw players try to show off the handles right there, try to get around 2 defenders that are coming in trapping. The Cougars, what they're doing is they're trapping. They're cutting their losses on leaving a man open and trying to pressure the Spartan offense. Spartan offense needs to get rid of that ball as fast as they can. No holding the ball, no dribbling, all passing. Ball needs to be in the air at all times.
As the Cougars make their own run with Mitch Polisher at the line, trying to make it just a 22-point lead here. 14:48 to go in the second half, in the game, rather. Stars probably not coming out now.
Just because you slow down the tempo of the game offensively doesn't mean that you slow down just, moving the ball. Yeah, that makes sense, moving the ball.
That made perfect sense. That made great sense. Schutz. Full court press from the Cougars. Gets it to Stokes alone in the corner. They'll let him take it and he'll make it. If you leave him open, it's proven he'll make you pay.
They don't let up, do they?
86-62 lead for the Spartans. AU Spartan Radio, all of AU Spartan Media, for AU Athletics. Roberts with my partner AJ Fabris. 14 minutes to go in the game here at Thornton Gym. Aurora over Concordia, doubled by Anderson, and we'll have a touch foul on Schutz. That's the 4th personal for the Spartans in a little over 6 minutes.
Maybe getting the Cougars to get to the free throw line might not be a very bad thing because the Cougars haven't shown that they're able to hit these free throws.
Wade will check in for the Cougars, as will Claybach. And Castro.
Had his man posted, Anderson.
Wade.
Missed opportunity there.
Made some offense here, trying to look for Anderson. Really been the only guy they've been able to have anything to create with. They just let him take whatever shot. Shot clock running down. 5-4. Gets it away. Friendly roll.
Shooter's bounce right there. Shooter's bounce. Anderson. We know he's a good shooter. He's going to get that bounce.
Quincy Jackson. Cougars hanging around. Jackson, pull up.
That's real nice.
Answers right back.
That ball didn't slow down the whole time moving down court there. That's what you got to do. Keep that ball in the air and keep moving it down court. You're going to find the open man. They're double teaming every opportunity they have, so there's going to be someone open.
Polisher. Castor. To Polisher. Little give and go. Trying to get back to him. To Claybon. Nice ball movement and to the line. Cougars definitely a more aggressive, concerted game plan here in the second half.
Yeah, Polisher not too keen on. I thought I might have seen him take that shot right there, but instead he gets a nice drop pocket pass to his cutter, able to get it to the big man who makes it to the free throw line. They haven't done too well, but let's see how he does. And it's an in-out. It's clear that Polisher and Anderson are taking turns being the facilitators in his offense.
Is there an energy lacking here in the Spartans right now? Sort of a let-up? Any sense of the measure?
Give it another minute. I don't think they've quite slowed down yet.
Laybon can't get either one to go and make the Spartans pay.
It's just when you think relative to the first half, yes, but
Yeah, relative to the first half, but
yeah.
McGrone, who checks in for the Spartans, as does Ty Carlson and Chris Fritz.
Got to keep it moving. No.
Schutz pulls up. Nice pass from LeGrone. Easy.
Textbook jumper.
Wade alone, but he had a foot out of bounds.
Oof, tough luck because he actually hit it too.
He actually made that one. He didn't have the best luck early in the early goings. A lot of line drives, and he made that shot, but couldn't keep track of his place in the court.
That's frustrating when he finally hits one as well. You think you're just about to get it going when you have a foot out of bounds.
Jackson to LeGrone. Back to Jackson, throws up a wild shot. Has Claybon the other way, reaches up for it, and LeGrone with the size disadvantage to Claybon, tries to pull him away and prevent him from catching a fast break pass.
That's the 6th foul on the Spartans.
Spartans in the bonus, and Cougars will now be at the line for the remainder of the half. 12:28 to go. if the Cougars could make them pay at the line, this might have been more of a big deal.
Yeah, if they did, but yeah, they really haven't been able to, have they? Never too late to start, though.
Claybon, he's had himself a nice game as well.
He's a little bit of size that the Cougars do have, and they've been able to utilize him down low.
6 points for Claybon off the bench. Carlson, feedback to LeGrone. Spartans getting the offense back going. A little more ball movement, a roll, and off the backboard for LeGrone. Anderson with the spot up for himself, and should just throw up once at this point. Road. Back to Carlson, almost threw it away. First, we're trying to work in the post. Step back. That one was partially blocked. And Anderson will work quickly back the other way. Dribble, drive the other way. Got it. He dropped the foul. What a nice move by Kylan Anderson.
Yep, cut left and go ahead and go with the strong hand to the right. And like we said, go up and make the referees make that call. Once you get that close to the basket, once you get that cut, go ahead and go to the basket, get yourself in there, get that contact at first, and see if you can get one to fall. It can't get it to fall, but 2 free throws coming Anderson's way.
Anderson, the leading scorer for the Cougars all season, leading scorer here for the Cougars tonight. Plenty of shot attempts as well. If I'm not mistaken, 27 points for Anderson. If I'm not mistaken, he's also shot.
Very interesting to see them switch 4 players, but all but Anderson, too. Anderson staying in the game.
19 shot attempts for Kylan Anderson, 9 for 19. Actually 47.4, so
many more coming.
Actually more or less efficient as the Spartans go the other way and makes both free throws. Stolen away, pass from Schutz. Saar has Anderson. Anderson goes up. And Cougars get it back down close to 20. Seems whenever stay Spartan ball. It seems, however, no, Cougars maintain possession. It seems, however, every time the Cougars get it to this point, Spartans corral it back in. They haven't been able to break this barrier. As Anderson's at the line now with the Spartans, of course, in the bonus.
It's not that the press that the Cougars is putting on is ineffective. It's just the offensive end. It seems like they can't get anything going other than Anderson getting to the free throw line. The best opportunities they've had this second half is getting out on the break as well. So I'd like to see them go back to the break as a little bit more often and to push the ball. They're not getting much going. Shooting hasn't been there. Shooting was continuing for the Cougars. So getting out and running with whether it be Punisher or Anderson.
Anderson makes the first. And a shot at the second. 29 points for Kylan Anderson. And while he throws up a lot of shots, actually closer to 50%. On the field. Dung checks in for the Spartans. A little depth showing off here for Aurora. As the lead is down to 20 for the Spartans here in the second half. Frisch has a man, Schutz, layup, got it. Full court press. If the Spartans can dissect it, should be no reason they can't get easy baskets the rest of the way.
Yeah, it's a full court trap, so they're putting 2 men on the ball at all times. So that's going to leave 1 man open, so you just got to find him.
Blackwell throws up a wild one, can't get it to go. Spartans try to pad the lead back up and put this game on ice. LeGrone alone. Oh, off the backboard, out, throws the way to Polisher. Polisher breaking down, has Anderson. He'll take it in himself, and a nice play by Polisher. Back again to 20 with 10 minutes to go.
So you see Polisher and the bench get up right there. It's a 20-point game, and they don't think it's over yet, so
25 points for Polisher.
Cougars responding very well.
Anderson. The duo single-handedly keeping the Cougars in this game against the Spartans.
That's right, and it's not all of them taking shots either. They're getting their teammates involved now. We're saying a lot more names here, so that's always nice to get your other players going too down the stretch. You're not going to do it with 2 guys. Too much depth on the Spartan defense to get past. So
if you're Coach Lancaster, what are you saying to your team right now? I mean, don't let up is the cliche, but schematically, what are you telling your team? Because there's just something, you're letting the Cougars sort of take more advantage.
I think that if they got that on camera, probably says it all.
Less than kind. Well, great coaching, rather, from Coach Lancaster.
Yeah, that was
catch that.
Nice bit of coaching.
Chris Frisch to Dunn. Lancaster trying to fire up his team, no doubt.
I'm telling you, what he would have said something along the lines of, "Did you see their bench after they called that time, or after we called that timeout?"
They know
after that score.
Right?
The Cougars don't think they're out of it at all. No momentum has gone back to the Cougars. With all this energy, you don't want to see them acting like that in your house as well. I mean, this is Thornton Gym. This is where AU plays. You don't want to see the bench get up like that after a timeout, after a basket by the other team. So you don't want to give them any hope.
Oh, it's drive and one.
And Schutz responds right there. Goes up, put his body on the line, hits the floor real hard.
Strong move by Phil Schutz, risking it all. And he'll get that one to go as well. 3-point play for Phil Schutz. 16 points for the sophomore, or rather for the junior. Wade, the Cougars, gonna drive on the groan. Step back, he actually made it. So they're only shooting 20% from the field tonight. Guess that would go.
Cougars still sticking with the press. It's not as much of a trap as it is just a press at this point. They seem a little bit more composed.
Thrown out to Schutz from the groan. Rebound, Frisch. And the Cougars will get it back.
This is where you got to convert.
Anderson tippy-toe on the sidelines. Creates off the dribble. The Cougars are going to make a run. They have to get more possessions.
Ooh.
Knocked off Cougars, thought it was theirs. Knocked off of the Grove's leg.
No, that's where you got to convert. The momentum almost shifting back to the Cougars as Aurora was unable to convert on that last possession. Anderson puts up a three, and you know, why not? He is, like you said, shooting pretty efficiently, so you can't be too mad at him for jacking up a three there. Unable to get it to go, but that's where you need to capitalize, is off turnovers and off of missed shots as well.
Lynn will inbound for the Spartans into Griffin or Hall. Anderson defends the inbounder.
Pellister comes out, but Anderson not going to come out. I don't think we're going to see him touch that bench the rest of the game. He's been in the whole half. Seems like a well-bodied young man. I'm sure he can handle it.
And Hall will calm things down. He'll let himself get doubled, though. Takes it up to Griffin. Lynn to Griffin, and he's off. Cougars the other way. Driving is Anderson. And that one can't get the friendly roll. Hall, I let himself get double, and a foul on Anderson to reach.
Hall, he just seems real composed when he gets that ball, not worried about the trap coming at all. The two guys coming right at him, showing off the handles. He seems like he knows what he's doing out there as far as the handles go. I don't think he's turned the ball over as far as getting the ball stolen from him goes.
Blackwell to inbound, or rather Lynn to inbound to Griffin. Keeping Hall off ball. Hall spots up. Off. It's his own rebound. Drives off the rim. Got it.
2 for $1.
If Tyler Hall wants to score, it's pretty clear he's not going to be denied. That time Maxwell, and he can't get it to go. Rebound to Stokes.
Ball to Spartan.
Knocked away by the Cougar.
Now, if we're at the United Center right now, fans are going crazy because home team is at 99 points. At the United Center, when you get 100, what do you get, a free Big Mac if the Bulls score 100?
Yes.
Maybe they can get something going here at AU like that. A free
some
pencil.
Kind of promotion, some kind of like a meal, like a
oh, that would be
meal
nice.
plan for 5 days.
Yeah. Nonetheless, Spartans are approaching 100.
We'll have to talk to somebody as the Spartans work offensively. Gladys!
Bang, bang.
The team's best three-point shooter other than Tyler Hall. Spots up for a deadly one there. The Spartans are above the century mark. for the third time this season, and one to Claiborne, who's had himself a second half as well.
And one.
Back and forth.
Yep, responding well are the Cougars.
Claiborne makes a pick.
Lead seems to be lingering around this 22-23 mark as it sits at 23 right now.
If they're going to break through, this is the plateau that they sort of have to
Surpass.
overcome.
Yeah, they're going to need to convert off of these missed shots with Aurora. It's conversions. It's
Griffin and a foul, and that won't help. Fouled on Castor. Fouled by Castor on Griffin.
Cougars playing a good mentally sound ball game. Just the shots are just not falling.
Hall. No foul called. Pushed on Castor. That's out to Lynn quickly, and Lynn with a nice inside move. Up and under. Walmer to Castor. Spots up too strong. Rebound to Blackwell. Second chance opportunity.
That's a big rebound too.
Getting around that 20-point deficit. Griffin the other way quickly.
Turns it over. This is where the Cougars need to respond. This is where they need to convert right here off of a turnover. If they're going to get back in this ball game, this is where they need to do it. It's that simple. Points off turnovers.
Walmer to inbound for the Cougars. They'll show it to check out, or check in rather, as Jocelyn checks out. Justin Sarr in for the Cougars. Ronnie Castor checks out. Ball movement here, better from the Cougars. Sarr will take his own, but that one never was online.
And shooting a contested three from well beyond the arc is not where you want to convert.
Oh, just sails a ball to a wide open Griffin, losing control of that pass. Spartans doing all they can to try to give the Cougars a shot here.
Lancaster is on the edge of his seat over here on one knee, as close as he can possibly get on this sideline. He's a real competitive guy, and he doesn't want to let up now.
Hellisher drives. Blocked by Schuetz. But the rebound, Blackwell gets a second chance opportunity.
Oh, that's good defense.
Another great defense by Phil Schuetz on both shots. Ball trapped in the corner to Stokes. To Griffin. Griffin will lay it in.
That's just sound defense, too. Schuetz just going up with his hands straight up in the air. Made three guys miss on that one.
Tipped out quickly. Gladys and Griffin. Easy. Griffin again. And a block. He'll be at the line. He missed it. But a chance for two. Every time the Cougars seem to get close, Spartans go on their own little mini run and put the game back closer on ice.
It's lack of conversion. Spartans turned the ball over twice in a row right there. Both times the Cougars were unable to come up with points, and that's where you're going to make the difference there, is getting points off of turnovers. And you know, it's like a domino effect. After you start piling them up one after another, they start coming in more numbers. Yeah, that makes sense.
Claiborne will check in for Blackwell. Played well for the Cougars. Both of them played well for the Cougars. LeVon Wade will also check in for the Cougars. As Schuetz, Hall, Stokes, Gladys, and Griffin for Aurora. Griffin, who's had a nice stretch here, can't finish it, but Stokes does! Helmet Stokes with his glorious finish. Possible exclamation point on a knack victory for the Spartans that's seemingly closer and closer. Hall, the other way, Spartans trying to build on it. Nice dime from Hall to Schuetz, and the Spartans seem to be right back on track, AJ.
They seem to be having a lot of fun, don't they? Nice little no-look dime from Griffin.
Anderson. The Pellisher who'll spot up, but that one never had a chance. Hall will tip it back out. Stokes alone. Goes through. Left-hand tomahawk. Helmet Stokes.
And a smile on his face. What a dunk. A series of dunks from Stokes. Talk about putting in the dagger.
That's the third junk of the night for Calvin Stokes, and it might as well be the exclamation point taking the Spartans lead back up to 31. And the Spartans turn it on there for that 2-minute stretch. Sort of letting Concordia back into the game.
And I like the sequence in which those dunks came. One coming from a putback dunk, helping out his teammate. The next one, teammates say, you know what, this is all you. Go ahead and take that home. A breakaway dunk for Stokes. 2 dunks within a minute of each other.
20 points for Calvin Stokes. 9 boards. 1 for 2 from the three-point line. 1 for 2 from the three-point line for Calvin Stokes.
I want to go back to the single-handed defensive stand from Schutz. As he was putting his hands up there, the Cougars were getting the offensive rebounds, putting it back up every time, but Schutz is putting his hands straight up in the air, playing nice, sound defense, using that tall frame to make 3 Cougars miss in a row. Real big stand there, able to get out in transition, get a basket from that as well.
After the Spartans also turned the ball over twice, so that was likely the key stretch to probably finish the game up.
There was no jump, just hands up in the air.
Spartans lead 31 by 31 here. This is AU Spartan Radio of AU Spartan Media for AU Athletics. Roberts goes to my partner AJ Favors. 5:20 to go here in the game. Spartans lead over Concordia. Starters still out here. Quincy Jackson checks in. Chris Frisch checks in. Jordan LeGrone checks in for the Spartans. Trying to throw up an alley-oop to Claybach, but that was never online. A miscommunication for the Cougars.
Yeah.
LeGrone throws up to they try their own alley-oop. Yeah. But Frisch can get the ball back. No, he cannot. That one was sort of more in line.
I was just going to say, despite Fritz having no chance at that one, it was a little bit closer than what we saw at the other end there. Stacey King would say NYP or KNP.
Know your person or
NYP.
Know your role or know your role, know your personnel. Any of that. Wade.
KYP.
Maxwell. The Cougars have run out of gas after making a nice little push here.
Yeah, that's an act of a desperate man right there.
Jackson, pull up. Too much. Rebound Schuitz, LeGrone alone. Bench stands up. Jackson board and one.
Well, if you're going to foul him as well.
It seems to be, it might as well be a formality at this point.
Yeah, no position there down low.
3 offensive rebounds on 1 possession.
Yeah, Jackson went off the rebound and had all the position in the world. All he had to do was go back up, knowing he was going to get the basket or a foul. He gets both, 2 for 1. To extend this lead to 34. 115 to 81. Spartan lead.
Spartans lead, and they've led for virtually the entire contest, not having the lead for 19 seconds as Kyle Anderson knocks that one down. But they control the entire game. LeGrone, Dr. Jackson. Schuitz. Carlson this time alone, and he can't get that one to go. LeGrone, the offensive board. Spartans rolling. Wade. This time he spots up. Keeping it within 30.
Yeah, something like that.
Carlson to Frisch, block.
2-on-1.
Transition. They're still going to play hard at the end, regardless of the outcome of the game, but
good defense from Jackson.
Jackson having Pellisher lose focus there.
Pellisher had himself a 2-on-1. Not sure why he didn't give that ball. Might have been a better chance for his teammate streaking behind him to give that one up, but instead he does take it himself. And Aurora another turnover. Another steal.
Grown from the forward from Jackson, pass out to Schuitz. Schuitz drives. A block, but a foul on, I believe, Walmer.
We're going to see a whole change here. Swap 5 for 5.
Line change for the Spartans. Young guys coming in. The game largely decided. A spirited performance by the first and second units for the Spartans, as they will head to 4-0.
And normally, with such a lead right now, you'd see players that haven't played all game come in, but these are numbers that we've seen. These are guys that we've seen out in the court the whole game. Big contributors to this soon to maybe be victory.
Vickers throws that one up, can't get it to go. Rebound to the Spartans. No, Cougars get it. Anderson. Hand off to Wade, and Wade too much. Rebound to Anderson, and he'll get to the line. So the Cougars showing some good old-fashioned spirit here.
Yeah.
Still fighting hard to the end, regardless of whatever the outcome is.
We saw the bench get up there, but it wasn't the way that they had when Aurora had called that timeout after they were making a nice little run earlier in this half. Showing the spirit, but it might be a little bit too late for the Cougars. Too little, too late. As Blackwell gets those 2 to go. Full court trap on.
Vickers. Full court trap, confusing the Spartans. Young guys in also for the Cougars. Has thread the needle by Blackwell from Castro. And
big man in Irving showing off the handles.
Irving with a nice offensive move.
Right to left cross.
Blackwell blocked by Braxton, I believe, unless it was a wild shot. I'm not sure. Vickers. Stripped by Walmer, but he'll be at the line. That's a shooting foul.
And what is Walmer supposed to do when there's no maroon jerseys back and there's 3 white jerseys charging at him other than foul? Perhaps Concordia, maybe it's not the effort or spirit. I think it might be just the fatigue setting in. We've seen these same guys out here in Anderson and in LaRon Wade. Been out there for a real long time. Anderson finally getting a rest. Hasn't stepped out all half. Finally getting a nice rest here. He's done a great job to try to keep Concordia in it. I think the personnel wasn't there and just converting off turnovers, converting off of missed baskets.
Just a mismatch through and through is what you're saying, and then execution was lacking as well.
Yeah, execution plays a big factor, but there is a noticeable size difference. There really is.
Thrown away by Walker. Irving. Nice handles by the big man. Showing off a little bit. Done. Vickers.
I'm telling you.
Smooth moves by Denzel Irving.
Irving's going to make a campaign for the point guard position pretty soon.
And a foul on Braxton.
As he travels. I might have jinxed him.
By Blackwell and Castro.
So things starting to settle in here with a minute 25 remaining in the second half. As Max Vickers goes out and takes a seat. Did a great job.
Pat Cramp will check in for Vickers. All youthful lineup.
Seems like Coach Lancaster's finally getting
he's
getting relaxed. Yes,
smiling.
I saw a smile. He's finally sitting down in the chair.
Drive by Castro. The blocking foul on Cramp. Spartans at the 4-0. 2-0 in the NAC. Really, all 3 games, all 4 games, really played well, very well offensively. 3 times above the century mark. Shooting on the season easily over 50% from the 3-point line. Shot 60% here tonight. And they'll just keep this train rolling.
So they've got Lakeland coming up on the 5th, just 4 days from now. And Marion at home as well on the 9th.
Spartans look to keep it rolling in the NAC, now fully in the thick of the conference race. As a nice shot thrown up there
a bank.
24, Jaron Hall, the freshman.
A bank and a smile from the freshman, okay. Here's Irving wanting to show off those handles again behind the back.
Irving showing off the big man, the center.
All right. He's got some handles.
Breaking down guards. Jaron Hall again, and he can't get that one. Just making sure he was just checking.
Yeah, exactly. Heat check. He's like, maybe I can get one more. He should have banked it.
Austin Walker the other way for the Cougars. Passes back to Castro.
Castro's really determined here to get his minutes in. Ooh, put on a little curry move.
Nice pass.
Yeah.
Castro was having himself a nice stint here in the end.
He retreated there to the three-point line along the baseline, turned around and had to find his man. A little pocket pass for him.
Forward pass to Irving to Braxton, who dunks the ball. And that'll cap it. Final possession here. Foul.
So with that, like we said,
Spartans.
Spartans get to 4-0. With 2 more home games coming
Donald
up.
just give himself up. Spartans played very well. Highlight players, obviously. I mean, a victory for the Spartans. A 31-point lead over a conference rival is never anything to sneeze at. Quality victory, as we've said 5 times in the past 2 minutes. 4-0 on the season now, 2-0 in the neck. Well on their way to redeeming last season's disappointment, to say the least. Standouts, individual standouts before we head out here. We'll play action first.
A standout player? Teamwork.
Stern rendition by the band, I guess. 31-point win for the Spartans, 126-95. AU Spartan Radio of AU Spartan Media for AU Athletics. So I was going to my partner, AJ Favors. Standouts for the Spartans, Tyler Hall, set the tone all night, 8 assists, 18 points.
I refuse to do it. Everyone played well.
Everyone did it. I mean, you got Tyler, you got Nick Plattis, you have
Schutz on the defensive end.
You have 6 players in double digits. You have almost the entire roster scoring, other than 1 player. You shoot 57% from the field, 43% from the three-point line. I mean, literally a perfect win. Every now and then, for them to make their own kind of run, but not really much to complain about here.
It was a good show. It had its separate acts too. Act 1, 2, and 3 with new stars every single act. So great job. Like I said, coming into the game, depth would have played a huge role, and everyone was able to step up. Like I said, that box score is real pretty. A lot of numbers out there, so it was a good job from everybody.
All right, well, this is AU Spartan Radio of AU Spartan Media for AU Athletics. I'm Robert Zaglinski. For my partner, AJ Favors. Keep in tune. We'll be back next time, folks. Stay classy.